Hey guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Super Metroid. We last left off just outside Ridley's, Ridley's room. So we're gonna fight him. Samus is all geared up for. She's pissed off because Ridley is the reason she had to come here. Because if she would have been able to nab that Metroid case, and she wouldn't have even had to come to this planet. So she's pissed off at him. She's like, I'm gonna get you. Joining me once again is my lovely co-host, Kalie. Say hello. Excellent. Okay, well let's do this thing. Ridley, as I said, he's not tricky. He's just a really strong monster. You gotta be stronger.
Can we backtrack for a moment?
Yes, we can.
Evaluate the fact that you can use the phrase "let's do this thing."
Let's do this thing. Did you like that? Let's do this thing. Let's get on like Donkey Kong.
Let's do this thing.
That's what. That's one of my favorite commercials. Have you seen that commercial with it's like the two tennis pros, and they're like, it's like those two brothers and the two women that are sisters, and they're exchanging disses. They're like, do you have any idea what I'm talking about?
No.
Okay, but anyway, I wish I could remember like some of the other ones, but in the end, the two guys go, and it's like a press conference. So they're like, we would like to announce that it's on like Donkey Kong.
Thanks for that. Although, I wish we could take a poll right now and find out how many people actually played Donkey Kong, because I don't think you fully understand the phrase "it's not like Donkey Kong" unless you have played it.
Like the original game?
Hell yeah.
Yes, I have played the original game.
I'm saying, like, so when you say it's not like Donkey Kong, I'm like,
It is. That's a tough fucking game. I swear to God, that game is brutal. Like you fall like 2 inches. You fall like 2 inches and you're dead.
That's what I mean. So if you don't play that game, you're like, oh, my Donkey Kong, whatever. No, fuck that shit. You have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. Good point. Good point. Well, if you're listening, viewers, Kalie has suggested a very good option. Let's take a poll. Who's played Donkey Kong, and who hasn't? So,
I hope for all of your sakes that you have all played Donkey Kong, but it'll really make me upset if the vast majority of people have not.
So yeah, I mean, keep that in mind, guys. I mean, I would, and you don't want to be on Kalie's bad list. Well, let me tell you. So go play it. If you haven't, go play it.
Oh, you like me if I'm angry?
Exactly. She. What would be?
Terrifying, but
Well, I'm trying to think of like a combination of your name and Hulk, but I can't come up with anything that's like. I can't come up with anything that's good because the only things to do are like Hulk. This is just ridiculous. And Haley. That's actually a name. And it doesn't quite have the veracity of Hulk.
No, maybe my middle name should be Hulk.
Yeah, Kalie Hulk.
I know that. Oh, I don't want to be green. Can I be another color other than green?
Yes, you can be any color you want, baby.
Oh, thanks. I'd probably be blue. I'd say the blue.
Blue. Yeah. Blue's kind of a cool, especially like on chicks. Like, I don't know. Does that mean that I know some blue chicks? Maybe.
What's that?
I'm just being ridiculous.
Oh my god. I apologize, viewers.
Yes. Thank God for you. Otherwise, this would just all be insanity.
Who else would listen to your rambling?
Exactly. So we beat Ridley because he's no match for Samus. She's beaten him time and time again. He can come back in all the forms that he wants, but
No match for who?
Samus. That's the main character. That's the hero, the heroine actually. She's a girl.
I Santa, and I'm
Santa, Santa. No, I'm not. I'm not playing a Santa game. Yeah,
saying, like,
it
some
may
guy,
it may relieve you to know.
but maybe that's not one you should play.
Oh goodness, Santa. Well, I mean, what would they even do? What would they even do for a Santa game? I'm sure there is one. I don't know if it's necessarily for a system, but I'm sure someone somewhere has made a Santa interactive electronic game, and they probably what?
What would Santa's superpowers be?
Um,
Super
well,
speed,
he's immortal. I mean, you know, I mean,
immortal.
spoiler alert: there's no such thing as Santa Claus. But if there was, um, yeah, he'd be immortal. He'd be capable of time distortion because he's got to get the presents to everyone in the world in one night, or everyone who
Daredevil would
celebrates.
be a really cool superhero.
What?
Daredevil would be a cool superhero.
Yeah, like if you put those powers on a superhero, it'd be pretty cool. Like immortality, time distortion. I like the term time distortion too.
Yeah, every time you say it, I like it a little more.
What?
Every time you say it, I like it a little more.
Oh, I'm glad. Yeah. It's funny. You used to watch Teen Titans, right?
Obviously.
Yeah. Did you ever watch the one with Warp, where they like go back and they go forward in time? Starfire goes forward in time. Did you ever see that one?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, there's like one of my favorite lines of the whole series is the bad guy in there. His name is Warp, and he's from the future, and he's like 100 years in the future or something, and he travels back in time to the Titans age to steal something because like something in like history said there was some history book that said that he stole it. So I mean I don't know, that's kind of weird. But anyway, when he first encounters them, what?
Causal loop, honey.
Convolute?
Causal loop. Time travel paradox. Don't ask.
Oh, gotcha. Here, yeah. Anyway, he's this line, and he's like, "You cannot defeat Warp. I am from the future." And I just love the way he says it because he says it like those two things, like it's like a causality. It's like he's so sure of himself, like for some reason because he's from the future, there is just no hope that for you to be able to defeat him. I never got that. What?
They can't. If you're talking about them in their time and him in their time, they can't because he's from the future. So in the future he exists, and because he exists, you can't get rid of him in their time.
That's true. But I don't think he meant it like that. I think he just meant. I mean, he's not as smart as you are. I mean, like he just meant like I've got technology and stuff. But I just love like he doesn't say because I have advanced technology or anything like that. He just says you cannot defeat Warp. I am from the future. I don't know. I just.
And the whole talking in third person thing.
Yeah. And like he doesn't even keep with it. He's like you cannot defeat Warp. I am from the future. He doesn't.
He's a tense dude.
What?
He's a tense dude.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, come on. But then I guess that would go with his theme, wouldn't it? He's everywhere all at once. But I guess that still doesn't because that doesn't. I mean, even if you're, you would still use the term "I," even if you're in the past, the present, or the future.
Indeed. What are you doing now?
We are going back. We've beaten everything. So basically, we just have to go to the last area because the last area opens up when you've beaten all the bosses. So,
Fancy.
yes. Yeah. Well, standard video game fare. They never really explain. They never really explain like why that happens. Because they're like when you beat the bosses, there's not like a switch that you press or anything. You just go there, and because you've beaten everything, there's like these crystals that break out of there. Because there's a cool statue with all the bosses, and like Ridley, who's the biggest badass of the series, is on top of all of them, like dominating them. He's like, yeah, man. He probably built that statue too. He's like, what a narcissist. Oh, but really is cool. Like I've like made the argument that he's like probably one of the coolest characters ever, just because like okay, He's a space pirate, and he's a dragon, and that technically also means that he's a space dragon, or an intergalactic dragon. So I mean, that's just so much coolness, like crammed into one being.
Intergalactic dragon pirate.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah, you really don't get much cooler than that.
I think not.
I think the only way you could possibly compete is if you're an intergalactic dragon ninja.
Oh, that would be intense. Okay, well we're gonna have to go because we're coming up on 10 minutes. But I'll see you next time, guys. And Kalie, you want to say anything?
Go for it,
There you go. All right, bye, guys.